My name is Oshifesolu Adamilare. I'm a mechanic. Welcome to Exxon F1, also known as Formula One Column Africa. McLaren will be having a draggy and tough start this season as the MCL60 is having some aerodynamics issue. Andre Stella, the McLaren racing principal, has said they still have a long way to go as this year's car will face a lot of challenges, and they hope to bring new updates to Baku, Azerbaijan, to see its effects on the car and how far they've improved. But they keep working to develop and improve the aerodynamic structure to bring the challenge. The 2021 McLaren was very good on straight and competitive among the midfield teams. They hope to bounce back. They will be bringing upgrades to the floor and some other bits. The dominance of Red Bull from last season into the testing has proven to be that the Red Bull team would be the team to beat all season long. The sponsors of today's program are Rollness Resort, plot 90714 Cavera Road, First Avenue, First Town, Lagos. They have just the best services in hoteling. They are in a very nice and clean environment, great and conducive rooms, great bar, and we also have Valley student accommodation, 380 Bosman Street, Pretoria, South Africa. Teams Gadget is the best place for you to get your phones, laptops, games, every accessories for your phone. You can contact him. You'll find his number here. The two drivers, Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen, has made huge convictions of how balanced, comfortable, and impressive the car was when they jumped in for the Bahrain testing. And it really reflected in the times they set from day one of the testing to the final day of the testing. But as Formula One is, until we get to the first 3 races, we cannot know or understand what other teams have in store and also how reliable the car is. It will be a very big battle, though, like I said. They will certainly win 2 or 3 races if possible, but not the coveted gold. The midfield teams will also play a huge role in the championship this year. But looking at the championship this year, I think Mercedes are bringing their A game, and also Ferrari are bringing their A game. I remember during the testing, Frederic Vasseur, the new team principal of Ferrari, was asked, how will he be able to go against Max Verstappen this season, since he's not having a #1 driver? I love his answer. He said he has 2 good drivers, because this season, Ferrari and Mercedes are not having a #1 or #2 driver. They are just having 2 good drivers that are ready to go out there and win. And if we notice, the 2 teams have really improved. And from the testing that we saw last week, although the times on the testing does not really reflect what is going to happen in the real race, but we can see that Mercedes is closer. They are trying to get their balance, and I think they would sort the balance out. Mercedes is a big team. They have the experience, and Ferrari is a big team, though they are lacking the finishing touches, and that affected them all through last year, in which last year they were just the team with the best car, best engine, and best field season. So I think this year will be better for them. Hoping they've solved their problems, but it will be a 6-way battle. To a point, it will be a 3-way battle this season, I believe. And if you have any suggestion or any comments or any questions you want to ask, we'll be looking on to ask. And I'm not saying Max Verstappen is not going to win or do anything, but I'm saying Red Bull is not going to win any championship this season. I'm not a Red Bull hater or a Verstappen hater or a Perez hater, but it's just the way this season is going to be for them. Thank you. Like our episode, like our videos, subscribe, share. We love to hear from you. Like I said, we always want to hear from you. We love you. Like I said in my last video, we really want to build a community of not just engineers, drivers. We want to build a very good racing community in Formula One, not just for 1 year, 2, 3 years, for longer years, like 20, 30, 40 years, and looking on to people that would carry on the betting. I was asked about how expensive Formula One is. I can really tell you, Formula One is not a child's play. It's a very, very expensive sport. It's a time management sport, and most times only the rich can. Most times, I didn't say at all times, can participate. And I can give you example. Lance Stroll, the son of the billionaire Lawrence Stroll that owns Aston Martin. Yuki Tsunoda is a Japanese. His father is very, very rich. Zhou Guanyu, those guys come from a rich background. Nikita Mazepin, the son of the owner of Uralkali fertilizers and agro products and petrochemical products. But we still have some people that came from humble background, like Esteban Ocon, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, and little of them that comes from very humble background. And as you all know, for some of you that might be used to Lewis Hamilton's story, it was not just because he was black, but it was a very tough. It was very tough growing up for him in the Formula One, or should I call it the karting category. His father was his mechanic. They had to work hard. His father was working 2 jobs and still his mechanic and still his coach and everything to him. And to put even a cat on the track for racing is very, very expensive. But we are not, like I said in the last video, we are not looking at doing it in a day or in a year. We are looking at building a community in which we can get donations, work together, get people that would race, televise it, from there get youths, build something great, and create a greater future, not just for Nigeria, not just for Africa, but for our own individuals. Because there are lots of opportunity in Formula One. It's not compulsorily you become a race driver. You can be a mechanic. You can be a data analyst. You can be a marketer in the Formula One setting, and it depends on where you want to be. Like I said, it's not for our own generation, but it's for the for generation coming behind us, to do great things in the sport, to be part of the sport, and to also bring the sport as an opportunity to create an enabling environment, job opportunities, and also bring your race or any other West African state, and having a Formula One driver. We might have a Formula One mechanic. We might have the first African Formula One mechanic going to 2-3. We might have African data analyst doing some other jobs, CFD, race engineer. But the aim is getting a Formula One driver, because as of now, until there's expansion in the grid, which might come in 2026, there are still 20 people, 20 individuals driving 20 cars on the grid. And we know how difficult it is to get the job. But when we start from somewhere, we get people in the next few years getting this done, we will get there. And I would like to hear from you, to work with you. Thank you very much. God bless you.